Harry and my subscribers know who I am. Comment and subscribe. Today we are talking about expanding the Star Wars universe. An incredible update on the Star Wars universe. This past week, the network did nothing but discuss the future Star Wars project dedicated to Paradise and created by the already rather scandalous Lady Charmino Bacchino, who, for example, recently said that she really wants to make male viewers of her film feel uncomfortable. Of course, this is a strange position, especially considering the fact that among the audience of Star Wars, a man is about 80%. Well, apparently certain fears and suspicions about the correctness of their decisions appeared in the Disney management, so they decided to hedge their bets there. How? Well, for example, take the most charming couple from, let's say, the newest era of Star Wars, that is, after the release of the 9th episode, and forget about them a full-length film. So, yes, you got it right. Disney gave the green light to shoot a full-length film based on the history of the Mandalorian TV series. This series, despite certain problems in the 3rd season, has generally become one of the most successful Disney Plus television projects and the most popular series in the Star Wars universe. As for the duo of the main characters, of course no one will deny that they simply conquered the hearts of people from all over our planet. So it's not surprising that the Disney bosses decided to play this card. Now about what we know about the future project and what such unexpected updates mean in general. The production of the film Mandalorian Grogu, which will be directed by Jon Favreau, who was the driving force behind the Mandalorian series, is due to begin this 24th year. Along with Favreau, the production team will be joined by key figures such as Kathleen Kennedy and Dave Filoni, who, according to a statement from Lucasfilm, will share their extensive experience and creative vision for this exciting new project in the Star Wars universe. In the same announcement, the Lucas's also confirmed that they are developing a 2nd season of Ahsoka for Disney+. As for Jon Favreau, known for his role in the creation of The Mandalorian, he expressed enthusiasm for this new venture. "I love telling stories set in the rich world created by George Lucas," he said. The prospect of bringing The Mandalorian and his student Grogu to the big screen is extremely exciting. Kathleen Kennedy, still president of Lucasfilm, also shared her thoughts on this unexpected development for many. She acknowledged Favreau and Filoni's significant contributions in introducing 2 new and beloved characters to the Star Wars franchise. Kennedy stated, "Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni have introduced 2 new and beloved characters in Star Wars, and this new story is perfect for the big screen. In short, everyone is cheering and singing so far, but those who follow the events around Star Wars in a little more detail, of course, to put it mildly, did not expect such a turn. Why? Well, because we were told last year that the first film of the new era of Star Wars, that is, released after 2019 and the 9th episode, will be an unnamed movie with the main character Rey and director Avoid Chinoy, which we have already mentioned today. According to preliminary estimates, this movie should be released no earlier than 2026 year, although it may be later, and it was supposed to show a new vector of Star Wars and all that. True, it's so bad luck. The audience was not exactly delighted with such prospects because, first of all, there have been certain questions about Paradise itself for a long time, and most importantly, because the director of the future novelty, who has no experience of such projects, but has a huge enthusiasm to shout about her activism everywhere and so on, well, to put it mildly, alerted the audience and instilled reasonable doubts that she is able not to screw up such a project. And then suddenly, just a week after another outbreak of discontent arose in the audience, Disney declares that they are starting to make a movie about a couple of everyone's favorites very soon. Moreover, people who are really trusted by the audience will be engaged in filming. Plus, this movie has every chance to come out before the Ars project is presented. It's hardly all a coincidence. And apparently Disney realized that they had overdone it, so it's time to play it safe and pull out of the sleeve the most win-win card in the form of a Mandalorian and Baby Yoda. A lot of people are now sure that this is exactly the case and that the Mouse House was frantically thinking about how to get out of a blind corner in which they began to drive themselves again. And so, I came up with the idea to make a project about everyone's favorites, switch the focus from an unprecedented chatty lady to a more familiar fan star pile team and so on. In general, this can work, although of course it is unclear why they doesn't need to drive themselves first, so that they can urgently save the situation. Why can't you just initially think with your head? But this is already a rhetorical question, and I suggest discussing it in the comments. That's all for today. Subscribe to our channel.